Hello, Object Show friendos. I hope you're all doing well. Take care of yourselves and feeling awesome, or as awesome as you can possibly feel. And if you're not feeling too awesome, then I hope things pick up for you. Mikey Bly back with another episode of Object Show Roundup today. And as always, we have a fair few things to go through. Some little updates, some big updates, and another show that me and Ruby watched together over the last week. So it's going to be a fun old time. Lots of stuff to go over. Do want to give a quick shout out to my wife, Melanie, though, because it is her birthday today. Well, as you're watching this video, well, maybe not, because if you didn't watch it the day it came out, then it's not today anymore. If you're watching it the day it came out, the Saturday, then it's Melanie's birthday, like right now. So get some happy birthdays for Melanie, please. That would be super awesome. So, yeah, just wanted to give her a quick shout out. Sneak that one in there. So yeah, anyway, other than that, let's get to the other updates that are actually Object Show related, shall we? Over to Three Eyes Mug first, and a reminder from Three Eyes Mug, Stone, that his commissions are open. So if you want some awesome artwork doing by the awesome Stone, then yeah, reach out. As if Stone doesn't already do enough stuff. Also advertising art commissions. Honestly, just non-stop, always on the go. Very impressive. But yeah, just thought it would be cool to mention that because Stone does great artwork and definitely deserves more recognition for that. Alright, AnimationEpic did drop some news this very fine day. Friday, the day I'm recording this, not the day you're seeing this. But they did announce who the final plush in the lineup was of the first batch of plushies to be released through objectshow.com. It's Goo! It's Goo. I did not see this one coming. Then again, my predictions have all been wildly off. So, you know, I shouldn't try and guess anything. But Goo is the final plush we're getting in this first set. So that is OJ, Bot, Goo, Teddy Bear, and Blu-ray Lightbulb. So that's the first batch of plushies that we have. Definitely wouldn't mind having a couple of those. Definitely kind of maybe want OJ for myself. And maybe definitely kind of want Bot for Ruby. But yeah, that's a pretty solid lineup. Gotta say, it's a good bunch of plushies. They all look really good quality too. So really excited for AnimationEpic to get this partnership with objectshow.com started and see how it goes. All these plushies will be coming out next week. So keep your eyes peeled because I'm pretty sure they will post a link to the shop specifically when that happens. So I don't know when next week, so gonna have to wait and see. There'll probably be another update in next week's episode when that drops. But I'm excited. I'm always excited for plushies. Ooh, we've reached another subscriber milestone on our channel. chalkbunny has hit 50,000 subscribers over on their channel. I am never going to get tired of these. You may get tired of them, but I am never going to get tired of them. But yeah, big congrats, chalkbunny, 50k. I just like celebrating these numbers when they come up, you know? So, awesome stuff. Good timing too with Wish on a Star episode 2. Apparently not too far away, so awesome stuff. Get to celebrate 50k subscribers and episode 2 of that soon. Hooray! Alright, over to another new creator around in the OSC. Not totally new, not new to the OSC, but is working on their first object show. It's Donnie the Fish Stick, and they are working on an object show. And they posted a lovely 8-minute video on their channel outlining the world, the characters that are going to be in the show, the concept of the universe that it's all set in. And it sounds like a really nice little solid start, nice solid idea. And Donnie is looking for help with the show, including people to do voice acting work. So if you're interested, go check out Donnie's channel. The video, I'll link this video. I'll link this video. There's a forms again. There's Google Forms to fill out if you're interested in helping out with the voice acting stuff. It's another one that just came across my desk. Like I'm some kind of newspaper reporter with people just throwing tips my way. But yeah, it's just a really little cool thing. But this does bring me to an interesting discussion though. And what I want to say here is, and I never thought about this because when I started doing this show, I just wanted to highlight cool things that came my way. I wanted to talk about shows I'd watched and already enjoyed. I wanted to talk about shows that I knew were upcoming, that looked really interesting. And the majority of the time, I was pointed in the direction of those channels by other people. I haven't really discovered any of this stuff on my own. I've got all of you to thank. Everybody who has suggested stuff, everybody who shared videos and says, "Hey, you should check this out." That's really, really awesome, and that's how people grow. And hopefully, this show also helps people grow. But I did want to say that, like, one thing I never really thought about is I just talk about people on this show and people's channels on this show, and I never really think about the potential ramifications of that. Like, so I want to just put it out there. Whenever I talk about a new channel or a new upcoming show and stuff that's got no actual finalized products yet, it's not my intention at all to ever put any undue pressure or stress on people to deliver. I hope that never has come across that way when I've talked about people's channels. I just want to show excitement and appreciation for the work that everybody puts into their stuff, even if we haven't got any episodes yet. So it just kind of came to my mind because Donnie and myself did have a little bit of a chat in the comment sections here and there, and it's like, I don't want to put anybody under any pressure, but I did still want to mention Donnie's upcoming show because I do want to show support, and if people come to me with channels you want me to check out, I will generally do so. There's a few occasions where I may not. It just depends. But like on the whole, I do want to check people's stuff out. I want to support people. I want to share people's hard work around as much as I can. But if anything, if you ever do feel pressured or uncomfortable or just don't want me to mention anything of your show channel or anything, then I am more than happy to not do so. It would make me sad if you didn't want me to, but again, it's your show, it's your channel, it's your choice. So I just want to put that out there. This isn't specifically targeted at anybody specific or anything like that, but it was something that was playing on my mind. So anyway, Donnie, I love the show concept. I love the idea. I really, really think you've got something cool there. And I really hope it all comes together because I think you've really got the chance to make something fantastic. All right, moving on. Plushie update time from derpadon. Words with Friend tile is already a plush. Look at the real plush though. He's so mad. He's so mad and I just want to squish him. It is definitely plushie season right now. There are so flippin' many coming out right now. Oh my word. It's unbelievable and non-stop and just never ends. This house is going to be absolutely filled with plushies by the middle of next year, I swear. Anyway, that's an awesome plush. I love the design. It's really good. It's really cool and really awesome. And him and Words with Friend style sat next to each other is just so funny to me as well. I love it. All right, Funkchen-Sparky are looking for voice actors for Problems and Solutions. Yeah, they are looking for someone to do the voice of Square Root and just an unnamed future character. So yeah, they need a high mid-range mask voice for Square Root and a mid-low range femme mask voice for the future character. There is a Google form to apply. It's 18 plus only, so just a heads up on that side of things. So if you've done a bit of VA work in the past and Problem Solutions looks like the kind of cool show you want to work on, or if you're just trying to get into VA stuff, then maybe give this a shot and see if you get somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, I might pop the form descriptions. I might pop the form links in the description below, because we like a link heavy description around here. So yeah, I'll pop them there. Or you can head straight on over to Funkchen-Sparky's channel and just grab them from there. I mean, it might be just easier to get them from my description, but whichever way works. All right, and look at this. It is 10 years since the first ever iteration of Object Invasion came out. Fusion did say that he's going to be reanimating the original video, and did say dropping it later this week on the channel. It is Friday evening and it has not popped up yet, so keep your eyes out. It might pop up over the weekend. I'm excited to check that out because I I only got into Object Invasion with the relaunch of it, so it's going to be exciting to see that the old school show but reanimated. That's kind of fun. I do like that. So keep an eye out for that. And also, yeah, happy 10 years to Object Invasion. 10 years. That's a decade. That's bonkers. IFAF has dropped a clip from Orc 3. It says final Orc 3 clip. So that's the last little teaser we'll be getting before the actual whole episode comes out then. I mean, that's what I assume final means. In my mind, that's what final should probably mean. Does probably mean. So the next video upload we see, well, maybe not the next video upload, that might be predicting too much, but it does mean that Orc 3 is coming at some point. IFAF has been working hard on this, I know, and I have never been one to be pushy on when an episode of something comes out, but Orc 3 is, Orc 3 is high on my anticipation list. I'm going to have to watch the first 2 episodes again. I've got so many object shows to rewatch in preparation for other episodes coming out. I need to watch Wish on a Star episode 1 again before chalkbunny drops episode 2. Now I need to watch Orc 1 and 2 again. It's good though. I don't mind doing that. I enjoy rewatching stuff, so it's all good as far as I'm concerned. This is going to be a good old time. Got that. Tell you what, I feel like we've got a lot coming between now and the end of the year because there's a fair few shows that have been suggested will be dropping. So, definitely going to keep us entertained. Alright, now I might have mentioned in the last video that certain episode of something should probably be due out sometime soon if we go by the usual schedule of that certain channel. Yes, I'm talking about Jack and Jellyfy, of course I am. But, you know, they dropped this earlier in the week. Big bucket for a big episode on the big screen, and straight away my brain went, oh, I wonder if they could possibly be hinting at what I think they might be hinting at with this, considering what happened with Teapot 20. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if that is leading somewhere. It turns out that, yes, of course it was leading somewhere. Yes, there is another theatre release. BFDIA 23 is going to be released in theatres across the US, the same as Teapot 20 was. And yeah, that's, again, it's exciting times. It's really cool that they get to push this out of into the theatres as well. I will be looking forward to it the day after again, December the 2nd, so mark your calendars either way. December the 1st if you want to go to one of the theatre showings, December the 2nd if you're going to be sitting there staring at YouTube and waiting for it to drop there. But yeah, big times, you know, Teapot 20 and now BFDIA 23. I don't assume it's going to be something they're going to do with like every episode of stuff. I've seen a few people lamenting that like, is this going to be the way every time now? Loads of people are going to get left out and all this kind of stuff, and you know, it would take away from the tour that they do with AnimationEpic, the BFDII tour as well, if they suddenly start dropping every episode in the theatre. I can't see it happening. It's a big undertaking. I'd be really surprised if they could keep that going all of the time. It's probably just a couple of one-offs, dipping the toe in the water there a little bit maybe. But yeah, really exciting times. If you're going to see it in the theaters, I hope you have the best time. There's also a special shirt which I forgot to take a screenshot of. Dang it! But Woogaloo Chelsea designed the shirt. It looks really cool. I would love one, but it's a theater exclusive. Maybe we'll get it released in the store sometime. But right now, it's only if you're going to watch it at one of the screenings. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Can someone grab me a shirt? If you're going to the theater screening and maybe don't want the shirt, yeah, right. Who wouldn't want the shirt? I would love it. It's a really cool design. I might stick the screenshot in after the fact. It's going to magically appear somewhere in this bottom corner. Just like I planned it all along. It's just always been there. But that wasn't the only Jack and Jellyfy news we got this week. We also got an update saying that BFDI Mini was coming back. Another new season of BFDI Mini Redux, which is a returnee-only season. So lots of previous BFDI Mini contestants are taking part in a brand new one. It says, it's coming soon. And then literally it was here. So it's already out. We've got back to climb the Eiffel Tower too, which is really funny. It's like not just a callback to the characters who've been brought back, but also to the challenges that have already been done. So I thought this was really fun. The first episode was really cool. I usually always forget to vote in these ones. And it's like, because there's such short form content, I sometimes find it hard to pick somebody to vote out as well. Usually until you get later into these, when I've got a bit more of a feel for the characters and how they've interacted with each other. But yeah, the first one was really fun. I do love these little minis that they post up on the Shorts channel. Just something to appease us until the big stuff comes out, you know. Go from BFDI mini to BFDI big, and that's when BFDI 23 comes out. Biding my time. But yeah, go check out BFDI mini Redux. Really cool. We also got another update from Krispifishh, because at this point, it's not really Object Show Roundup without a Krispifishh update. It just feels weird when there isn't one. So, yeah, we did get an update from Crispy again. We got a little video, actually, that features Cammy, our compass character, and a fruity character that I probably has been mentioned previously, but I might have just totally forgotten. Look, there's a lot going on in my brain. I can't remember every little thing I bumped into. But check it out. It's really cool. Gotta say, I also love the music that Crispy uses. It's like it's stuff like people I haven't heard of, and it gives me a whole new avenue of music to check out. So, one, I get to check out someone's cool art and show that they're working on. Two, I get to listen to some new music and check out some new musical artists that I didn't know about. I'm like double appreciative, and Crispy's not the only one that's done that. There's a few other people who've done little short videos that have included music, and I'm like, I've never heard of this person before. I'm gonna have to check more of their stuff out. It's a win-win scenario. Anyway, thanks again, Crispy, as always, for the little update and the video. It's just really cool every time, every single time. I appreciate it so much. Alright, we also got some updates from maukitt about Sacrificially Solitary Episode 5. Finally just got around to Episode 5 production. We're motivated more than ever to get this out. You guys are seriously going to love what we have in store. Oh, you know it. You don't need to tell me that. I know deep down in my brain that I know that. I'm good at words. Genuinely so excited to get back to work. Writing's been so fun for us. Long but fun. Out with the old, in with the new, because we mentioned a little while ago that Episode 5, what they had for Episode 5 was just completely scrapped. They just scrapped it, threw it out the window, and started from scratch on it. So, good decision if you didn't think it was going the way you wanted it to go, and it didn't kind of click the way you wanted it to. So, like, really, like, impressed that that decision was made at that stage. And we'll see where Episode 5 goes from here. Definitely not expect a December release. Putting a lot of love into the series going forward. It might be closer to Jan, Feb. Perfect. Could come out on my birthday month. That'd be fun. That'd be a nice little birthday present for me. Anyway, unrelated. This is also funny. But it has also occurred to me that I am a builder. I love making things. I'm most likely going to make a separate channel for my construction project, so keep an eye out for that. I will be there. 100%. I really enjoyed Micah posting the Halloween, their Soundwave costume for Halloween. That was really cool to see that come into like fruition and come into being. So I am 100% down to see more of maukitt building stuff. So I will be definitely checking that channel out whenever it pops up. Sorry for the lengthy ramble, just excited. So am I. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the team. I'm excited to see more Sacrificially Solitary. I just love those characters so much, and I cannot wait to hang out with them again. We also, of course, got some super fun little artwork to go with this. So we got this and this. I don't know. This is just like episode like kind of planning stuff, or if it's just chaotic sketches. It's hard to tell really, but it like I love this one here is very look at the look at him in the bottom right. I love this. This is the kind of content I crave, and I'm super happy that I have received it. I have been blessed with this fantastic artwork. Alright, so I've actually been... I haven't really provided any updates from MintyInTown since Nola came out, but Minty has still been posting stuff and is actually currently working on something else. So we got this, something in the works, and it has to do with this fella here. going to take a very different approach to this short. I'm excited to see what mediums I can combine to make something more abstract in terms of message and presentation. This is really exciting. It's like Nola was amazing. I've watched it several more times since we discussed it, and this is really cool. I'm really excited to see more stuff from Minty. That's really awesome. This is a very intriguing looking character too. I wonder where this is gonna go. Also, do appreciate the little fun fact here. When Nicole sneezes, she puffs out some vapor and it can make her dizzy. It's not a fact I expected to learn, but I learned it, and now I feel more knowledgeable. Thanks, Minty. We got another update from Purgatory 2. One more week. Yeah, so this was posted on Monday, by the way, which still makes it kind of ambiguous. That means it could come out Monday. It could come out... There's this little window, right? When you say a week, I guess it could be Sunday. It could be Monday, which is exactly a week after it was posted. It could be the Tuesday. It could even be the Wednesday next week, but it'll be next week sometime if things stay on schedule. So I guess that's going to be on the agenda for next episode, isn't it? Because that's good. When an episode comes out early enough in the week, I know that gives me enough time to watch it and then go over it before the weekend. Brilliant. When stuff comes out Wednesday or Thursday, I'm like, oh, I'm probably not going to be able to squeeze that one in. Anything that comes out Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, solid. I've got time to go over that. That's why I sometimes joke saying, hey, object show creators, you're not allowed to release stuff on Thursdays or Fridays. Maybe not even Wednesdays. But, I know I'm not in any control of that, and I never would ever try to be either. But looks like Purgatory is going to come out on a smashing day for me. So, yeah, we will be talking about it next week by the looks of it. And this has been... I was only clued into this kind of recently, but it was kind of good timing because it hasn't been too long since I started following the channel that these announcements are coming out. So, heck yeah, bring it on, Purgatory, bring it on. I'm ready. Bring on that debut episode. Let's do this. And we got a little update from Raver as well. It's some Thursday art. Now, look at this. Look how much of the screen you get devoted to this art. It's just because, listen, honestly, I grabbed the picture and then I tried to just do the normal thing of just putting it in the corner, and it just didn't seem to do it enough justice. So I'm like, I need to make this bigger. So look, you get it this big. So I don't know if this is promo art for episode 2. I don't know if it's just general art. I really do like the isometric style of this. It's very cool. I would totally play a point-and-click adventure game that looks like this, by the way, because that's the kind of vibes it's also giving me. So anyway, like I say, I don't know if this is just Raver just doing a little bit of art, or if it has any episode 2 connotations. No idea, but I wanted to share it because it's art, and I love sharing art. And this is cool. All right, let's talk about and I always say new show, and it's not a new show. It's been around for a while. It's just new to me and Ruby, my kiddo, who we watch shows together. But yeah, we got around to watching a show called Object Breakdown by swagbski. I'm assuming it's meant to be swagbski. Can I say swag? Do you think I get away with saying swag? Anyway, Object Breakdown. So there are currently 8 episodes of this show. And we did have a grand old time watching it. And I'm going to do a little bit of a deep dive into the entirety of the show we've got so far. But before we do, let me always do the same thing I always do and say, spoiler warning! We will be talking about all 8 episodes of Object Breakdown, and we will be going to all the plot points and talking about everything that happens in every episode. So if you have not watched Object Breakdown yet, or if you just don't even know about Object Breakdown but want to check it out now that I've mentioned it, maybe head on over to Swag's channel, check out that Object Breakdown playlist, watch all of the videos, and then maybe pop on back and listen to what this silly old doofus has to say about it. But yeah, spoiler warning, spoilers incoming. Are you good? Are we good? Can we go? All right, let's start talking about this show, shall we? All right, so when we first stuck the first episode on, I was straight in there going, what do we have here then? An object show with a contest, with strong daily object show vibes. Good start. And this all seems pretty normal, pretty standard, pretty par for the course. Let's meet the host and the contestant, shall we?
Welcome to Object Breakdown. I'm your host, the one, the only, Baseball Cap, and let's get right into it.
Hey, my name is Rasp.
I'm Flag. What's up, everybody? I'm Watermelon. Hey, I'm Mouse.
Hi, I'm Vanilla.
All right. That's a small little group, so maybe this is going to be a pretty short little show, right? Because when we dived in, there was 8 episodes. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's more episodes than there are contestants, but I was like, maybe they add new ones and stuff like that. So I didn't know what to think going in here. Just object show with contest, right? So the first challenge is to make it to the top of a mountain. That's a classic, isn't it? Watermelon makes short work of this and wins immunity. And then we cut straight to episode 2 because Swag re-uploaded, I think, all 8 of the episodes after the initial uploads were done. So episode 1 and 2 were kind of smushed together in one video now. And then we find out in episode 2 that Flag has been eliminated. It's always a shame to see that first contestant get voted out of an object show because, like, and especially when we've had so little time to get to know the characters because, like, the first episode's like super duper short. So it's like, oh, well, that's a shame. Anyway, see you, Flag. The eliminations in this show are also very daily object show with Baseball Cap kind of absorbing eliminated contestants into themselves. And that's kind of the same way that Computer eliminates contestants in TDOS. The little theory side of my brain is wondering if that means the show's set in the same universe as TDOS. I guess only time will tell. Maybe not. Swag did say that TDOS was like, or Fusion was like a big inspiration on the show. So, I mean, that could just be all it is, just the inspiration side of things. But I do like to think that maybe it's the same universe, you know? Maybe Computer's kicking around somewhere around here. Either way, though, I do find it a very cool elimination style because you can always see who's been eliminated just by looking at the host. It's very fun. It's very clever, so you don't kind of forget anybody. The second challenge is to be the first one to make it over. It looks like a chasm in the floor, like a big flipping crack. Watermelon and Rasp fall down a hole. The Baseball Cap creates pretty quickly. They're not very good at the jumping thing. So that leaves Mouse and Vanilla. And just as it seems like Mouse is going to win...
I know what to do.
Whoops. No. Vanilla wins.
Yeah.
Ooh. Vanilla snatches the win but like at the same time, I mean, did she have to consign Mouse to the fiery pit of doom? Seems a bit harsh, you know. Perhaps a reflection of her character? And I'm all for character development, even if it's just highlighting how mean someone is, because it pushes their motivations later on in the show too. It's like, oh yeah, they did drop Mouse down a hole in a few episodes ago, so this is totally something she would do. You know, it's all that building. You got to build these characters up, so that could be a little bit of a telltale sign, couldn't it? Episode 3 introduces the recovery center. It's good to know there is one, or there wouldn't have been much of a show left, to be honest, considering how many people died in episode 2. Mouse confronts Vanilla about the way she's acted towards them, and Vanilla says Mouse has something she wants. Something that will make her all-powerful. Okay, I'm sensing ulterior motives. Who needs a contest when you've got something that make you all-powerful? But before we get too deep into that particular revelation, Baseball Cap cuts her off and gets ready for the elimination. And after a snazzy new intro sequence... and a snazzy new elimination area is revealed, we find out that it's Watermelon who has been eliminated. I guess that cockiness got the better of him. He was kind of bragging about being the fastest and not useless, essentially, but unfortunately that didn't save him from getting voted out. Onto the challenge now, which is High Striker, or that game where you've got to whack the thing super hard and try and ring the bell at the top. You know, that's what I always called it. I never knew that High Striker was that game's like kind of official name, I guess. So I learned something new. See, That's it. It's always worth watching new shows. You never know what you're going to find out. Rasp doesn't do amazingly well with her shot, and just as Mouse is about to take a swing, Vanilla interrupts.
Vanilla! Release me this instant! Nuh-uh.
Wait, did she just hack Mouse? The heck is she up to? Well, we won't find out until the next episode because we get a to be continued screen thrown at us at the end of this one. Luckily, though, we can get straight to it because, there's already 8 episodes out, and this is just the end of episode 3. So we can go straight to episode 4, and thus we shall. So episode 4 is called The Plan Starts. I wonder if that could possibly be referring to Vanilla and her potential plans. I don't know who else will be planning anything particularly planny. The episode starts with Vanilla downloading what looks like a golden hammer using Mouse's power. And when Baseball Cap runs to see what's happening, Mouse tries to call her out for cheating. But Baseball Cap doesn't buy it and disqualifies Mouse from the contest. That barely seems fair. Mouse is not happy about this, unsurprisingly. But Vanilla's not fazed about it at all. She plugs a USB stick into Mouse to subdue them before Baseball Cap eliminates them. We also see that Vanilla won the challenge by, essentially destroying the High Striker machine. Definitely no foul play or cheating involved there. I'm 100% sure about that. But because Mouse got disqualified and it's down to the final 2, instead of immunity, Vanilla will gain an advantage in the final challenge instead. Wow, it's just all coming up Vanilla right now, isn't it? After the intro, we finally see where the eliminated contestants go, which at the moment is Flag and Watermelon. This is just before Mouse pops up there. Looks like some kind of storage space, warehouse, or something like that. Or a factory, as Flag suggests. I mean, yeah, I guess that also kind of fits the bill, doesn't it? Mouse then pops up and doesn't seem to be themselves.
Oh, Watermelon? What's going on with Mouse? He doesn't look like himself. We gotta get out of here.
Quick! Get in here. I'll hold him off. Find help once you get to the other side.
Be safe.
Yeah, very admirable of Watermelon to hold down the fort while Flag escapes. There's more character development. Got a bit of a slightly cocky attitude, but also has a bit of a heroic side from time to time. Snowball, is that you? Vanilla then asks Rasp if she wants to hang out. Watch your back, Raz.
Hey, look! I got some lemonade. Wanna try? It's raspberry flavored.
Oh my, that's my favorite.
I knew you'd like it.
This is delicious.
Yeah, I know it is.
Well, thanks for the drink. I'll see you later, Vanilla.
See you too!
Oh yeah, Vanilla is up to so much no good. There's so much no good going on there with Vanilla. Just all bad. No good, all bad. Hacking Mouse and now trying to control Rasp too? What was in that drink? Well, we don't have to wait long to find out. As it turns out, Vanilla has an acquaintance called Nugget, who runs a cool and totally normal stand. Yeah, those words altogether don't sound suspicious in the least, and I would definitely buy all of my goods from there. Anyway, that's where the totally normal raspberry lemonade came from. So whatever Vanilla's up to, it seems like Nugget is involved too. The plot thickens, and we have a new character. In the meantime, Flag has managed to escape the elimination area. Who knew that just running through vents would be the solution? And tells Baseball Cap that something is up with Mouse. Things move quickly from here, though, as we cut back to the elimination area. Or I think Baseball Cap called it the locker room. And I think later on in the show it gets called the storage room or something as well. It seems to flip. Unless the storage room is somewhere different. I don't know. I kind of find it hard to keep up with some of the locations from time to time. My poor brain. But anyway, we do go back to the elimination area regardless, where Mouse just destroys the place to escape and starts chasing Flag. Baseball Cap then tries to tangle with Mouse, but gets thrown to the floor. Oh, nice try there. This host is not the one with the most. Watermelon picked up the golden hammer that we saw previously, though, and then Flag has a plan on how to smash that USB that's controlling Mouse. And...
Ugh, what happened?
Watermelon saved you.
What happened to you?
I think it's the USB. Vanilla plugged it, and now I blacked out. I don't know what happened after that.
Hold on. USB? Vanilla? It's time for Plan B, Nugget.
Plan B it is. They won't know what will hit them.
So, now it seems like the real plot's ramping up, huh? This is more than just an object show contest. In fact, I'd say, well, the contest is pretty much out the window now by the looks of things. On to episode 5, which is titled Fall Off and Resurgence. And this episode starts with a flashback to another object show where the final two are Baseball Cap and Nugget? Huh. Baseball Cap wins, and Nugget goes on a tirade about losing before vowing to find another object show to be on, with no luck until they come across a mysterious figure in a dingy alleyway.
You want to be in an object show, you say?
Yeah, how did he know? What are you holding? Is that a hat?
Wear it.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm Vanilla.
Where's my object show?
Object show? Pfft, screw that nonsense. It's the most cliche thing ever.
How do I know if I can trust you?
Do you know this guy?
Oh, him? He beat me in a stupid object show.
He beat me too. See? That's why object shows are pointless. You compete and don't get anything in return if you didn't win.
I think we should take revenge on him.
So, Vanilla's plan is revenge? Certainly feels like there's more at stake than that. But Nugget is on board either way, which explains why he helped Vanilla out in the previous episode. Yeah. Vanilla then explains their plan, which also involves power orbs. Yes. Interesting. Each of which grants someone a different power.
Fire, speed, knowledge, teleportation, and lightning.
I guess that's why they're called power orbs. The last orb has the power of possession. Uh-oh. Don't like the way this is going. Don't like the way this is going at all. Nugget breaks into a secret lab and secures the last orb with Vanilla's help.
Surrender, 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 surrender.
Join us, or else. Yeah, okay. Let the chaos begin.
Why are people getting possessed?
So, what now?
It's time for Plan A.
Who was that spying on what was happening there? Also, Plan A, which is mentioned by Vanilla there, is referenced at the end of the previous episode, where Vanilla said it was time to start Plan B, which confused me a bit initially, because usually Plan B means that Plan A is failed. It doesn't usually go, Plan A is complete, now it's on to Plan B. It's fine, I did figure it out, it just threw me off for a second, like, where did Vanilla go wrong with Plan A? What happened with Plan A? But it's fine. Everything's going according to plan, apparently. So from here, the episodes actually start getting longer as we dive deeper into the actual plot. Now that we've stepped outside of the standard contest and moved on to obviously something way bigger than that. I do love how this turned around from being a standard object show to something way more sinister and deep. And I know it's something that's been done already. It's not the first time a show's done this, but it is always cool to see it play out. And it's always a fun. It's a twist that it's not going to always work, but it does always kind of hit when it happens. Like, oh, I enjoyed it. So, like, to harken back to the Daily Object Show connections that I made earlier, this has TDOS Season 2, Cult of Cobalt vibes in a really good way. It's like the Cult of Cobalt, but like expanded and told in a bigger story than that. So episode 6, The Chaotic Uprising, starts with lots of possession going on, while Vanilla tries to convince Rasp to join her cause, promising to fulfill any wish Rasp has. Rasp agrees, but we do see some signs of hesitation from her, with like some of the worried looks, some of the facial expressions kind of betray her inner emotions now and again. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. Anyway, Rasp then wakes up in a lab that Vanilla borrowed. Presumably the same one they stole the possession orb from. I'm going to just have a guess there. And Vanilla explains the next part of her plan, which is to go into Baseball Cap's mindscape to acquire the golden hammer. Yep, there's the golden hammer's back again. Seems like the thing's been grabbable a few times in previous episodes, but Vanilla just never got around to it because she was worried that she would get caught out by Baseball Cap. So that is why she pinned the blame on Mouse back in episode 4 for the golden hammer being there. Now it all starts to make more sense, you see. But what is so special about this hammer anyway?
The golden hammer is the ultimate weapon. With one hit, it separates the victim's soul from their body. But the main point, it can destroy object orbs and any artifact in existence. I needed to whack enemies that block my path and destroy Baseball Cap. No recovery center should be active. And I need you to destroy Baseball Cap's sick recovery center. No pieces of main hardware should be left. If so, then Baseball Cap should still survive.
But why me?
You're the best person I know. Ever since we had that picnic break together, I saw potential in you.
But how is it gonna help you win Object Breakdown? Why is Baseball Cap getting killed?
With Baseball Cap gone, we're automatically winners. Help me, and we'll both reign supreme!
Welcome, Raspberry Lemonade. You have now joined us. Follow us, or else you will be killed.
Oh, so Baseball Cap's up for the chop, huh? Or the whack, I guess. I don't know. What do you do with a hammer? Hammer? Up for the hammer, I guess? Nope, that's auction. Baseball Cap's doomed. And I don't believe for a second that Vanilla's true plan is just to win Object Breakdown. We're well beyond that. Surely, this is more than just the Object Show. And Vanilla's stated a few times that she doesn't care about Object Shows. Object Show contests, I mean, I don't really know. Listen, I also left a good chunk of that clip there because the animation on Rasp's face and then the raindrops at the end just really stood out to me. That's really, really good work on that scene. Really good scene setting, really good aesthetics. Had to leave all that in because it was really, really tippity top. But like, we do also have, questions like who was in Rasp's head there in that clip, telling her not to trust Vanilla, who was being was killed maybe during that scene. It's hard to tell. And just where do we go from here? Especially if Rasp succeeds in destroying the recovery center, because that leaves us in a permadeath predicament for anyone in the show, not just Baseball Cap. Things are getting tense. So we then zip back to Baseball Cap and the eliminated contestants, and he explains that Mouse was actually created to serve justice and protect the community, and that's a bit of a curveball. Where did that come from? Created by who? Why? When? Sorry, too many questions all at once. We'll probably find that out later, I guess, but that really just came like a bullet out of nowhere. Anyway, Mouse was corrupted by the USB, and Baseball Cap was trying to hide it from everyone. So that's probably why Baseball Cap disqualified Mouse from the show. I'm still confused, but we have no time to ponder on that because Baseball Cap sends all the eliminated contestants back to the elimination area building thing, and we cut to a familiar character running in a panic.
What did I just witness? That psychopath taking revenge on all of us?
Man, I can't believe it. My brother. My good old brother. Gone.
Yeah, there's been a lot of missing people lately. Your brother's one of them.
Ah! Guys!
Sir, what's the matter?
It's urgent! I saw 2 ghosts or objects possessing people with an orb!
I don't see how we can help.
Wait, an orb? Possession?
Yeah, it was a tealish colour.
I know exactly what this is.
Ah, here we go. The power orbs. The tealish one you just mentioned is
The possession orb.
this allows the individual to control one's body, just like you said.
Bandana, we can't just assume everything. I say we should start an investigation. Speaker Pal, you're coming with us.
Let's go!
Yes, it's the speaker character that was spying on the possession orb being stolen. So yeah, we have some new faces in the show. We've got AI speaker, we've got bandana, and we've got microphone. I love their energy and dynamic already. Despite everything going off the deep end and being all, oh no, what's going on? It feels like they're going to keep some of the goofy humor ticking in the background, and you do need some comic relief characters. No, okay, you don't need comic relief characters. I don't know why I said you need them, but it's always nice to have something to giggle at amidst everything collapsing and burning around you. Also, the people in the missing posters in that clip looked mighty familiar. Yeah, because they're part of Vanilla's crew now, so they have been possessed. Back over to Baseball Cap now. Who is wandering around, because characters do that a lot, and spies a figure walking down an alleyway, and we also love our alleyways. We love our characters wandering around random places and our random alleyways in this show. He follows them and runs into Nugget, who tells him to go, trying to warn him about the invasion that's coming. Vanilla then appears and announces that it isn't just Nugget who's part of her army, and summons all of the people she's converted so far, including the brother of the microphone character we saw earlier, and a ball of something. I don't know what's in the bowl. Cereal. I can't tell. Anyway, it's definitely a ball. Along with all the security guards from the secret lab, the possession orb was being kept in, and a bomb character as well that we haven't seen yet. And, well, countless others too, if we're seeing all of those yellow eyes in the background also count. Yeah, that's a fair few, isn't it? They then all pounce on Baseball Cap, and we cut to a different scene. God, the suspense. Why are you doing this to me? So yeah, now we're over with Flag, Watermelon, and Mouse again, and they are accosted by the bomb we just saw. Mouse recollects what he saw after being controlled by the USB stick, where with all these people with yellow eyes chanting a word over and over again. What was that word again?
Surrender! Now!
Oh, yeah. They were chanting that.
Surrender! Surrender! Surrender!
Surrender. Oh yeah, we did hear them say that a lot. That's the word. So while being chased down, Mouse comes across a handy-dandy vat of lava, as you do. And with the help of Flag and Watermelon, he lights Bomb's fuse. Before Bomb explodes, R.I.P., they summon Vanilla and the army so that they can see what's happened. So who are these 3 suspicious characters who just killed Bomb? So now we see an unfamiliar figure. Not a shape that's easy to make out. But what is it they're up to?
You may enter.
I did it. The recovery center is destroyed.
Well done.
Oh no! Rasputin did it! The recovery center is trashed! Oh, and now the Baseball Cap is vulnerable to being forever dead. Vanilla states that it's time to begin Plan C, which involves invading the world? Yeah, this really does seem like a lot to do just to take out Baseball Cap. But wait, hang on, there's more. What do you mean, the beast? Yeah, well, this looks like less than fun for everyone. I still have to laugh at Vanilla holding out that this is just to destroy Baseball Cap when it feels like it's more than that at this point. It's felt like it's been more than that for a while. But Vanilla's going to just keep trotting that line out and expecting people to believe it. Straight into episode 7 we go then, titled You Don't Need Permission to Change the World. Whew! After the first few episodes of this show, I didn't think we'd be dealing with titles like that. Spine-tingling. Very good title episode. Very good title episode. A very good episode title. It's a good job I'm not in charge of making episode titles. This episode kicks in where we left the last one, with the beast. Yeah, there it is again. Roaring as it's awakened. Vanilla christens it the Mighty Tentaculus. And all of a sudden, they don't seem as much of a mighty threat. No, they're just an angry little fella. Look, I know. Don't judge a book by its cover or a Mighty Tentaculus by its stature. Yeah, fine. Vanilla then gives Bomb a copy gun. Where did that come from? And asks them to make as many copies of the Mighty Tentaculus. I'll never get tired of saying that. I love it. It's so fun to say. As possible. Things are going to get real bad real fast. There's going to be Mighty Tentaculi everywhere. Rasp then starts questioning everything that's going on, with Vanilla calling all of her army her family and threatening the whole world just to get one person. Yeah, Rasp's not buying into this anymore as much, for sure. I knew there was doubt lurking in Rasp's mind about this whole plan. Vanilla then threatens Rasp to staying on her side, warning her that they are always watching. Ooh, sinister. Meanwhile, Rasp isn't the only one having doubts about the plan.
You! I thought you were gonna turn everyone against Baseball Cap, not destroy him. I've seen what you did. I thought this was just a quest to stop BC's shenanigans, not possessing innocent people for personal gain.
Remember what Baseball Cap did. He stole the prize from you.
He didn't steal the prize. He just won it. All you did was use me. You used all of us.
This is your last warning. You do not want to suffer the consequences. Surrender, or it's game over.
Never.
And yeah, after that act of defiance, Nugget is possessed and forced back into the army/family. It's not really going too well for anybody that stands against Vanilla so far, is it? Stand to wonder how anybody could possibly stop her at this point, and she doesn't even have all the super powerful stuff yet, and she's already pretty strong. Over to Baseball Cap now, who is being kept confined by Vanilla. As he's bragging about how he can break out whenever he wants, we see two things flash through his mind. Two very significant images. Why would they pop into his mind specifically? Looks a little like Bandana from episode 6, don't you think? Vanilla then appears and demands the golden hammer. Baseball Cap gives a flat-out no as a response, and then has a demand of his own. He wants to know what Vanilla is doing with Mouse and Rasp. Vanilla refuses to answer that too, so we're not really getting anywhere with this negotiation, are we? Vanilla taps into her powers to raise the threat level, and says that if all of Baseball Cap's contestants join her army, they'll be safe. Baseball Cap scoffs at this and says that he'll never give up the hammer.
I will never give the hammer to you.
That looked painful. But we don't need to worry for too long, probably, as Vanilla meets back up with Rasp to tell her that they've contained Baseball Cap. Whew. Contained. That sounds a lot better than killed, doesn't it? Rasp does pull another one of those classic concerned faces after seeing Nugget is now possessed and doesn't have that funky free will anymore. I'm telling you, whenever the fight back against Vanilla starts, Rasp is joining that side, for sure. Calling it now. Gonna call that ahead of time. Anyway, Vanilla says that the next step is to head to a hidden library that contains secrets about numerous artifacts to find info on something called the Axiom Staff, which combines all of the power orbs into the multi-orb. Multi-orb makes me think of pinball for some reason when you get multi-balls. I don't know why. Vanilla then says that her and Rasp are going to head into Baseball Cap's mindscape. And we have a very interesting little kind of possession glitchiness going on with Rasp in this scene there. Maybe that dose of possession juice Nugget gave to Vanilla wasn't powerful enough. Or maybe Rasp is like mentally fighting back against the possession that's in there. She's not like fully possessed, like she's not fully possessed like the other members of the army are. And I just wonder if that's because she's been willingly going along with the plan. Again, not totally sure on that, but I wonder. Either way, though, they do both head into Baseball Cap's mindscape as planned. And I tell you what, it's another scene where I just love the aesthetics, and we just check this out. I love this.
Tell me if you spot something.
It's really amazing to watch a show from episode 1, and then you can see how things have developed from the first episode onwards. Like, the style and the details changed, like, so much since that first episode, and, like, just seeing it take shape, it's heartwarming. You just really see the progression, and, like, that's one of the things I really appreciate about watching shows that have been around for a long time, because you could just see the love and care that's put into them, even the early ones, but as things go on, it's like, it just makes me so happy to see. All right, time to check in with our 3 investigators now for the first time in a while. They're currently stood outside of some kind of building. I mean, it's a building. They're somewhere. Speaker mentions that he found a note before running away from the Secret Lab Possession Fest earlier. And as he's reading it out loud, Bandana doesn't react super well.
To whoever finds this letter, we are in trouble. Deep, deep trouble. Who knows how a smorgasbord of inanimate objects have attempted to unwillingly manipulate all of us into joining such an army, but here we are. I've managed to escape its grasp, but not for long. Please, anyone, spread the news. Fight back against the army. One glance, and they'll be coming after you. The end of the world is nigh.
Get rid of that letter right now!
Bandana, chill.
I know what that letter's about. I've seen things.
So what's the connection here? How does Bandana know so much? Is she linked to Baseball Cap somehow? I hope someone's keeping a list of these questions somewhere, because I'll definitely forget all of them come the end of the show. Guaranteed. I need someone to keep me in check with my own questions here. Either way, Speaker then notices that there's an encrypted message on the back of the note, which they'll get to that later. It's mentioned now, but we don't come back to it until later on. Back in Baseball Cap's mindscape, Rasp finds a portal of some kind, which warps into somewhere not great.
Please remain indoors and close your windows. I repeat, close your windows.
People of Crossbow County, it's either you're with us or against us. Either way, you will join us. What's happening? The Great Recrusion's happening. Follow me. I'm heading downstairs.
Do you think we should follow them?
As much as I hate to, let's go. We'll be safe down here.
Let go of me!
What are you doing with her?
She is now in our control.
Who are you? What are you?
I'm your next master. Now that your little friend here has joined us, you must surrender now.
What? No!
great recursion. What? And Baseball Cap and Bandana know each other? I guess that answers one of the questions. And Vanilla has, I don't know, done this kind of thing before? How frequent was this? How recent was this? It was like, was this a glimpse into the future? Or like an alternate past? The questions keep adding up. We got one answer, but we just got so many more added now. But this explains the flashes Baseball Cap had in his mind earlier in the episode as well, and also why Bandana said she didn't want to talk about the things she'd seen. Because if she has actually been through that already, then yeah, she doesn't want to talk about it, clearly. In that portal, though, it looked as though Bandana was recruited into Vanilla's army at the end of the clip. At least it seemed that way. So, again, maybe that means it's just a potential future or, like, you know, an alternate timeline. I don't know. We have to keep watching, though, because my intrigue-ometer is off the scale. So Rasp and Vanilla exit the mindscape, and Rasp goes right on the attack, vilifying Vanilla for their attack on Crossbow County. So that had already happened. Okay, good. That question got answered. I've got to stop thinking that I need to bank all these questions when a lot of the stuff does get answered in the next scene. Vanilla said the suffering wasn't that bad. Yeah, sure seemed like it, Van. But Rasp isn't having any of it and keeps verbally attacking Vanilla, leaving Vanilla with seemingly no other option.
Then so be it.
So the two from the inner circle who tried to fight back in this episode have both just been forcibly absorbed into Vanilla's army now. But is there some hope? Baseball Cap seemingly woke up at the end there, and I don't think he's going to take any of this lying down. I know I wouldn't. Let's head into episode 8 now. Offense or defense, which is currently the latest episode, and that's it. The end of this episode is where things stand as of now. So we start off with Nugget flying into a building, one we saw briefly at the end of the last episode, and coming across a book which mentions an axiom orb. Huh. Maybe that has the power to stop Vanilla? I only say this based on what Nugget then does to the book.
No one treats Master like that!
Well done, Nugget. You have served your master well.
Anything for you, Master. Do whatever you please. We will continue to spread. We will not only destroy Baseball Cap, we will rule the world. We are superior. We shall prevail. The Atrium Staff is located in the deserted temple.
Well done, my minion.
And, of course, taking over the world is the big plan. Cool. That was such a big secret. That really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that to be the plan at all. Yep, surprise, surprise. Did not expect that one. But the book also told them where the Axiom Staff is, which is what they need to merge all of the power orbs into the multi-orb. Uh-oh. But if there's something about the Axiom Orb that can also take out Vanilla, things could get very interesting if other people get to it first. Well, the Axiom Orb, Axiom Staff, do different things. And again, that's another unanswered question as of now. So, unless I missed something, it's entirely possible I missed something. Back to our intrepid investigators now, who are finally about to enter the building we saw them stood outside of before. Inside, they come across a bunch of Vanilla's army who try to recruit them, before Bandana steps in, and we get some revelations about her past.
These guys are part of the Yellow Eye Army that Speaker Pow was talking about. A few years ago, they tried separating me from my best friend, Kappa. And I don't want to get separated from y'all too.
Did you guys just hear that?
What in the name of Crossbow County is that thing?
So, a little bit of insight into the scene we saw through the portal with Bandana and Baseball Cap. And Baseball Cap is Capo, I presume, in the previous episode. Well, there you go. Also, was that a version of the Mighty Tentaculus based on one of the army members we saw? So, the copy gun must turn people into versions of things rather than just flat out copy the thing. Weird and disturbing, but when these people have been brought into the cult, they probably would willingly be turned into a Mighty Tentaculus. Maybe I'd be willingly turned into a Mighty Tentaculus even if I wasn't possessed, because, gosh, it's such a cool name to have, and I'd be so powerful. I might have to give Vanilla a call. Time for a new scene, and it's over to, what seems like a temple of some sort. Probably the temple Nugget mentioned in the intro. This can't be good. A police car pulls up to the temple, and as the officer who gets out chats about the latest episode of a show they've been watching with their colleague, things take a turn in the temple. Uh-oh. What could be going on in there? Well, let's find out, shall we?
No!
What the heck happened here? Chris! Gotta get you out of here. Open fire!
Ready up.
Oh, God.
Oh no. We've had people being possessed and lots of threats. But that's just flat out object gore right there. Poor Chris didn't even stand a chance. That's one for the counter. It's gotta be. I mean, purely because we have no recovery center anymore. I don't know if the recovery center would even get used for just objects that weren't taking part in the contest. Either way, the Axiom staff is in Vanilla's hands now, and things just keep stacking up against the good guys. Ain't getting any better for anybody around here, is it? Except Vanilla. Back to the eliminated contestant crew, and they are wandering around the ruins of the stock rooms, the whatever it is, the place, the thing, anyway. After Mouse summons a flashlight from seemingly nowhere, they start remembering things. One day they woke up and someone was in their room telling them to use their powers to summon things. Just like how the flashlight just got summoned. Couldn't possibly have been Vanilla that was doing that, right? No, Vanilla's not at all manipulative. Anyway, they're all ambushed by X. That's the brother of our microphone investigator, who tells them he's been tasked with confining them all. Mouse then steps up to fight, but is quickly overwhelmed? It just seems to happen. They get warmed up to fight, and then Mouse just flops down. It's just, don't know what happened. Interesting. Flag goes to grab Mouse and escape, with X gearing up to take them all down. Flag has a plan to ride X's shockwaves and asks Mouse to summon a shield for them to surf on out of there. Kind of cool. Kind of awesome. They then go to X into yelling as loud as he can at them so they can get some momentum. And it works! But I think X might have also exploded. Probably, possibly. I mean, it kind of looks like an explosion, doesn't it? But, I mean, Bomb exploded in the previous episode and Villa brought them back somehow, so I'm sure he's fine, probably. Unless the possessed characters are just kind of like ghost versions themselves, because I don't know. Again, I don't know the answer to that question. All I know is that we then head over to the hideout house that was shown in the background of the previous scene, as we get set to round out this episode.
What happened?
We got chased down by a wacky microphone dude. He said to join us and surrender.
That's exactly what I heard when I encountered some group of people too.
You don't think the microphone dude you mentioned is
Your brother.
I'm sorry about this.
Can I see the glasses?
Alright.
No way.
We got to stop the army after what they did to Capo.
Capo? Isn't his name Baseball Cap?
But, yeah. How do you know that name?
He hosted our object show. Me, Watermelon, and Mouse competed in it.
Guys, the note translates to a location that isn't far away. I think it leads to the capo guy.
What are we waiting for? Let's go?
Alright. Looks like the investigation crew and the eliminated contestants crew are teaming up. Hell yeah. And one quick shout out to Microphone wearing those glasses, by the way, whilst decoding the encrypted message. There's just something about Object Show characters wearing glasses that makes me just happy, and I don't know what it is. It just looks so... It's so funny, but it also just feels right, you know? Anyway, that's it for now. I do love the concept of this show. It really takes a concept that's been explored elsewhere and like digs deeper into it, like I mentioned earlier. And the progression of the art and the animation style that you can see from the first episode to the latest one, really impressive to watch and see that happen in like real time as well. So yeah, super glad I checked this one out. Recommend it to all of you. 8 episodes, roughly there's about 40 odd minutes of it so far. Definitely worth checking out in my opinion. Alright, and that's going to do it for this episode. Went through quite a few things, quite a whole bunch of stuff going on. Another new awesome show that we checked out. Another new awesome object show creator added to the list. Another successful week, I would say, in the OSC for us. Really, really cool stuff. So, plans for next week. There will be an episode going up midweek next week. And it features an interview with somebody. I might have been dropping hints here and there over the last couple of episodes and around in other places. So, yes, I did sit down with an object show creator, a very fantastic, wonderful object show creator earlier this week. And the interview will be going up probably Tuesday, could be Wednesday. I can never decide which day of the week to put the midweek episode uploads up. It'll be Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll figure out when we get there. But I'm really excited to share this one with you all because it was really fun. And there will be more of them in the future. I do want to sit and chat with more people because it's a good old time, and it gives you all maybe some insights into shows and people that you really enjoy following and didn't know. Right? Just a little bit of extra info for you from people. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one, and there will be a regular episode of Object Show Roundup next weekend where we will talk about, well, Purgatory should be out early enough for me to talk about, so that'll probably be mentioned in the next episode and gone over, and we'll just see what else happens in the meantime. But yeah, that's it. Please do feed the algorithm, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and share this with any Object Show friends you've got who might enjoy watching me waffle about object shows, and also, oh yeah, that's it, I forget, you can hype the video as well, yeah, yes, hype it if you have the ability to do that, because I don't know what it does, but it sounds cool, doesn't it? And yeah, that's it. Keep watching object shows, keep creating object shows, keep discovering new object shows. Love and appreciate all of you, whether you spent 10 seconds here, or you just tuned in for one section about one channel that you like to follow, or whether you stuck up for the whole video. I appreciate every little piece of time you spent here. And I will see you in the next episode. Toodaloo.